In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a dynamic project completion tracker inside Airtable, using linked tables, checkboxes, and formula fields to calculate real-time progress percentages. Airtable is incredibly powerful because it combines the simplicity of a spreadsheet with the relational power of a database. And this particular workflow is perfect for anyone managing tasks across multiple projects or goals. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, you'll want to set up your foundation by creating two separate tables. Open your Airtable base and create one table called Tasks and another called Projects, or you could call it Goals if that fits your workflow better. The Projects table is going to serve as your high-level view, where each record represents a major initiative you're working on, maybe a client project, a personal goal, or a quarterly objective. The Tasks table will hold all the individual action items that need to happen to move each project forward. Now, the real magic here is connecting these two tables, so Airtable understands which tasks belong to which project. To do that, go into your Tasks table and add a new field. Choose the linked record field type, and when prompted, select your Projects table as the link destination. This creates a direct relational link between the two tables. Once that field is in place, you can click into any task record and choose which project it belongs to from a drop-down menu. This is a huge advantage over a regular spreadsheet, because it keeps your data normalized. You never have to type the same project name over and over, and you avoid typos or inconsistencies. Airtable will automatically maintain that relationship for you. Next, let's add a way to mark tasks as complete. In your Tasks table, add another field and choose the checkbox field type. I recommend naming it Done or Complete, something clear and concise. This field is deceptively simple, but it's going to be the engine driving all of your progress calculations. A checked box will represent a value of 1, or technically true, while an unchecked box will be 0, or false. Keep in mind that in Airtable, a checkbox that is checked returns a numeric value that you can use in calculations, which is exactly what we'll need in the next step. A common pitfall here is to accidentally use a single select or a text field instead of a true checkbox. But stick with the checkbox field type for this to work reliably with the formulas we're about to set up. Now we move to the Projects table, where we'll build the completion percentage. This is where things get really powerful. Start by adding a roll-up field. A roll-up field is essentially a way to look across a linked relationship and aggregate data from the other table, in this case, from your Tasks table. For the roll-up, you'll first select the linked record field that connects to your Tasks table. Then, under Field to Rollup, choose the checkbox field you just created, the one named Done or Complete. Now, here's where you have a choice, depending on what you want to track. If you want to count the total number of tasks linked to a project, you would use the count a-raj aggregation. That will simply count how many task records are linked. If you want to count how many of those tasks are marked as complete, you would use the sum values aggregation instead, because a checked checkbox has a value of 1, so summing them gives you the count of completed tasks. I recommend creating two separate roll-up fields, one that uses counta to capture your total tasks, and one that uses sum to capture your completed tasks. Name them something like total tasks and completed tasks, so you can keep them straight. Having these two raw numbers will make the next step much cleaner. With those two roll-up fields in place, you're ready to build the formula that calculates your percentage. Add another new field in the Projects table, but this time choose the formula field type. In the formula editor, you'll write a simple equation. You want to divide the number of completed tasks by the total number of tasks. So type in something like completed tasks divided by total tasks. But be careful, you need to wrap that in a function that handles division properly and returns a percentage format. Airtable's formula language uses a straightforward syntax, so you can write something like if total tasks greater than 0, completed tasks, total tasks 100 0. The if statement is important here, because it prevents a divide by 0 error when a project has no tasks yet. This formula will give you a clean number from 0 to 100. You can then format the formula field to show as a percentage, and Airtable will even display it with a progress bar if you choose that option. This percentage will update automatically in real time every time you check or uncheck a task in the Tasks table. That's the beauty of relational calculations. You do the work once, and your dashboard updates itself. Finally, to really track your daily momentum and see your progress visually, you can switch your Tasks table's layout to a Kanban view. In the bottom left corner of your table, click on the View switcher and choose Add a View. Then select Kanban. Airtable will ask you to select a grouping field. This is where you choose the linked record field that connects back to your projects table. Or you could group by a status field if you've added one. Grouping by your status field, if you have a status like not started, in progress, and done, gives you a beautiful board where you can see each stage of your workflow at a glance. You can drag and drop tasks from one column to another, and the checkbox field we set up earlier can be configured to automatically check itself when a task lands in the done column. This combination of the Kanban view with your calculated percentage in the projects table gives you both a high-level dashboard and a granular task management system. It's the best of both worlds: strategic oversight and daily execution, all in one tool. You've now built a fully functional project completion tracker from scratch in Airtable. The real benefit here is that you no longer have to manually count checkboxes or wonder where a project stands. Your progress percentages update automatically, and your Kanban board gives you a visual workflow to keep your momentum going every single day. If you want to take this further, consider adding a date field to your tasks so you can also track overdue items, or build a dashboard view that shows all your project's percentages side by side. Thanks so much for watching, and if this tutorial helped you get more out of Airtable, please save this video so you can easily come back to these steps whenever you need to set up a new base.